Hey everybody, I am Amy Fabriziani. I am a lifetime two-star diving coach. I am a Success Club All-Star legend and been coaching. I started at the end of 2014, I think it was, or 15. I'm not sure. It all flows together because when you do something that just lights your soul on fire, the days just kind of go so fast, right? So, like I said, two-star diamond lifetime coach. I live in just outside of Raleigh, North Carolina, with our three kids. They are 10, 11, and 12. Two girls, one boy. And we have 4 puppy dogs. I love dogs. The bigger, the better the dogs. I love them all the same, but I love big dogs. But I was a former elementary and special ed teacher. I went to college, Slippery Rock University in Pennsylvania, where I did dual certifications in elementary and special education. And for a really long time, like as long as I can remember, all I ever wanted to do was be a teacher. I just love helping people. I love just being with people and kids. I love kids. But I met my husband, we got married, we had 3 kids in 3 years, and I was someone that always struggled with my weight. Very athletic kind of build, gymnastics, cheer, I played softball, so I was very athletic, very competitive, all of that, but I have a lot of health issues with endometriosis. I ended up having to have a partial hysterectomy. They wanted to do that before I even was able to have kids because of the pain, which stems from my childhood. I was raped for 1.5 years when I was in middle school by my mother's ex-husband. My real dad was a drug addict, is a drug addict. There's a lot of things in my past that I really had to overcome, and I never felt okay in my body, ever. I looked at myself and I never thought that I looked the way other people seemed to see me, if that makes sense. And I developed a lot of eating disorders, and I just wouldn't eat. And then I was exercise bulimia, and I would binge and purge. So I really struggled with that, and even up until I started having the kids, and after I had them, everything just really started to surface. I couldn't push it down anymore. I was teaching, I was out of school. I was teaching, I was out of school because of the kids and maternity leave, and all I ever said to my husband, who was always very supportive, I just wish I could find something that I could do at home. I love being with the kids. I want to teach them. I want to be the ones to teach them. I want to be the ones to, like, don't laugh. Like, I sat down, we had like a little story time, and we had circle time, and like we really struggled financially. I taught the girls. I went to Payless and bought a pair of ballet shoes for us all, and that's what I did for the first few years. When they could have been in dance classes, we couldn't afford it, so I did that because I knew that. So I knew it would be something. We called it free family fun, right? That we could do. My husband lost his job in 2015, it was. It was December 14th, right before Christmas. It was the day after his birthday, and he was out of work for 1.5 years. And we all know around that time, it was really hard for a lot of people. Businesses were closing and all this kind of stuff. We had filed bankruptcy in 2008, it was, or 7. Julia, when he was born, he had a lot of medical issues with his ears and stuff, and we were always trying to dig out of a hole. Always. Like, we were so deep in a hole, like, it was throwing the dirt on us, and I was like, stop it, right? But we ended up, we moved a lot, because it always seemed like every time we rented a place, they then wanted to fix it up and sell it, or, whatever it might be. So that was, an added expense and stuff. But I went back and forth into teaching, getting positions and stuff. And I loved it. While I loved it, I was just so unfulfilled in so many areas. Myself, I wanted to be able to contribute financially to my family. And I know I was doing that as like a stay-at-home mom and was subbing and all that kind of stuff, but it still, there was just something that was missing. There was this like little just piece of the little puzzle that I just couldn't find. And I ended up, I had a trip into the mental hospital for 4 days where I missed my son's very first soccer game ever. And I still like, it's just all this kind of stuff going on. But my story is something totally different. I want to share with you what this coaching business has done for me. It fell in my lap. Like I never thought that I would ever do this, ever. And I'll tell you, when I signed up as a coach, I was like, I'm just signing up for the discount. I'm never going to do this coaching stuff. This is weird. Like the whole MLM thing, like people, I'm not going to be that person to like, be like, hey, you want to join this and that. Well, let me tell you, I was 225 pounds when I started, and I'm 4'11" 3/4. And all of a sudden, something started happening. In the first 3 days of my challenge group, and my coach had said to me, you're going to love this, You got the, how you can connect with people, just talking to people. You really are just a genuine person. And I'm like, she blowing smoke up my butt, right? So 3 days in, I said, I want to coach for real. Like this is that little tiny piece of the puzzle I've been missing. Where has this been? I've been asking the universe, praying to God, please just let me do something that is good for me, but also good for other people. And it's still a job, but I can be home with my kids. I can set my hours whenever I want. I can work as much or as little or whenever I can in carpool line or picking them up from here. Or, I can work out while they're doing soccer practice because in the morning I had to be at a conference for Antonia. Whatever the case may be, I can schedule it around my day. And the very best part of all of this is this community where people will never give up on you. Ever. Even when you're at your lowest, they understand, because somehow it might not be that they are addicted to food, or it might not be that they struggled like the very first time they worked out, they threw up, like they didn't have like a lot of extra weight, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter, because everybody gets it. We're all connected somehow. We all support each other. We all love each other. And it doesn't matter where you come from. You could mostly reach out to any coach and say, hey, I have a question for you. How did you do that? And they're going to tell you, well, this is what I did. Especially anybody in your downline, your upline within this team. If it isn't a testament to where I've come from, I can show you some before and afters. I can show you, we bought, after filing for bankruptcy and all this other kind of stuff that happened for us, we finally bought our dream house in last year in April. And I never thought we'd be able to do it. It was something on my dream board, my vision board, and I didn't think it was going to be possible. And it absolutely became possible. And I'm not going to tell you that this is going to come like, it's not just this like inviting people to do this with you. Like, you can invite people to come to your party, but if you have nothing there for them, is it going to be a successful party? Is it going to be, if you're not genuine and you're not doing this stuff with us, you're not following through and being truthful and sharing your heart, it might not be what you want to do. And I will say that it might not be for you. But I'm telling you, if you love working with people, if you love helping people, if it just excites you to see someone message you and say, for years I've tried to do this and that and nothing worked, or I finally know how to shop for my family, my kids are feeling better, I'm sleeping better. There's so much that comes in with this. Or I finally got to buy my dream house after filing for bankruptcy, for losing our house, for walking away from it in North Carolina when we first lived here, moving in with my in-laws a while ago. Like, I'm telling you, if you want this and you want something that you can literally wake up every day and be happy with, because I wasn't, I tell you, I was not before all this. I would wake up and I have diagnosed depression, anxiety, and I'm telling you, I don't want to say it cured my depression, but I wake up to see myself and what the day brings and who I can help that day and what I will get to do and the friends I'll meet and just the people. it's something that just affects your whole life and affects your heart, and you will never regret doing this, I'm telling you. So, questions, anything you need, let us know. This is something that you can do, fit into your life however you need. Coaching has literally, when I say changed my life, it's not only changed my life, but it's changed the lives of my children. It's breaking the cycle with like food addiction, eating wrong, like not knowing what to eat, doing this, doing that. And the example that I've set for them and my husband and what we're all doing together as a family unit has now spilled over to other families. And gosh, isn't that what we're supposed to do? We're on this earth to help others and serve others. And there's no greater job, I think, than what we get to do, seriously. And that's coming from someone that was a early childhood kindergarten teacher and special ed teacher. This right here, this saves lives. This changes lives. So thank you for being here. Thank you for asking questions and wanting to learn more about this. And if you have any specific questions, just drop them below and we'll answer them, or you can message me. Okay, talk to y'all later.